How you doing? We're back. It's been 3 months. The car hasn't had anything done to it since the last video other than I cleaned up the seats. I think I took all those little staples and stuff out. But it's the same way, same place, dustier. It has been 3 months. The Slant 6 fell through. The guy kept saying he was going to get it, never did, so hopefully we'll have another one here in a week. Got another one with a 4-speed. A833's 4-speed, the same one as my Challenger. But this is what we've been up to. Fixing a Traeger, had some rust, and we bought 2 motorcycles. Now I don't know much about a motorcycle except that parts can interchange. This bike is a 6-volt Suzuki, and it is running the coil off that truck, the old one from when it was a 6-volt system, and it's running a header off a Harley that was sitting in scrap bin from a guy who used to work for my father back when I was a child. But we've got plenty of projects. The bikes were really bought just so I had something in the winter that could fit in the garage because my Challenger's in there. So I bought the bikes. I'll probably bring the bigger one, which is, I'm told, is a Yamaha Virago, to the house. And then I'll wire on that. Maybe I'll make a video just so I've got something to do if COVID spikes up again or say I can't leave my house. But we're gonna get back on the Duster. I think what we're gonna do today is button up everything that was kind of left unfinished from when I put the floor pans in. And it's just little things, and it's the little things that kill these cars and take up a lot of time. I'm not gonna cut any of this out because I feel like the series is the little things that people don't want to show you just because they want a little bit, looks better not to show everything. So what we're gonna do is, I don't know if you can see the light, but right there at the floor pan where the toe is, we have to weld that together to the firewall. We have to weld the driver's side, passenger side, and then probably go underneath the car and make sure everything's solid, and then we'll get going from there. And in intermediate breaks, we're gonna spray paint the Traeger just because I have to. So follow along, we'll do a speed roll, we'll start welding, and then maybe we'll tackle some stuff in the engine bay because we do have to get ready for the new engine. I don't know whether what we're really gonna do with the engine bay other than the wires all need to be replaced. It sat long enough. We can take off the stuff that we're never going to use, maybe the battery tray, make a new one, do what we can inside here, check everything, and then maybe get the transmission ready. The 3-speed, we're going to put that one back in. Maybe we'll look at the linkage and weld them up and make sure they're not worn out and then grind them back down. So here's the Duster. Here's me after 3 months. Let's get going, and the videos will slow down a little bit just for the pure fact of with everything going on. Maybe when the engine gets here, we'll just throw the engine in and drive it in the winter, do some snowbirdies. So see you then. Yeah, we're back. So crawled in there, tire bolt was sitting in the K-frame. Got the insides to the floor pan all good. Fixed some problems with the floor pan. It's got that little 90 lip that comes down from the firewall. We couldn't get that lip to fit, and I hadn't cut them because I guess I never really thought it would be that much of a problem. So I bent the lip down, and then we'll probably have to hammer it later. But I could have swore I just saw someone outside. But so we're gonna go fix the rust on the passenger floor pan fire section that we said we were gonna fix a while ago. So we're gonna tackle right there, from about there to there, just a little rusty. We're just gonna get a flat piece, put the 45. We're not gonna put this back here, but this is the lip. It was hitting the other floor pan, which I thought actually fit better than the passenger one. So let's get into it and get going. Oh yeah, so I just want to come back from the patch. So I guess there's a lot more curve in it. So we bent it first, should have waited. So I cut it just a slit to make it so I could bend it a little. Now for this little hole, I have a roller back there, but what I did is I took a piece of straight 3/8 bolt, put it in a vise, and just hammered around it from the back. Now for this, I took the dolly, just laid it underneath the little teardrop one, and just started to slowly hit on it. Now it's very rough, very not good, but it made a bend and I didn't have to make a crappy straight pushing metal and making it. So I actually have the contour. I actually have the great contour, you know, that this original had, and it fits in there very well. So what we're gonna do now is start welding. We're gonna get this in, maybe go to the passenger driver side, maybe we'll save it for another day. But let's get going. Hate talking on this thing, so let's go. Alright, so we're back. It's been a while, I don't even know where I left off. We're gonna get right into it though. So, it's been 8 weeks, probably a couple months. We even posted a video on YouTube or the channel. We ended up getting a Slant 6 with an upgraded 4-speed. Got the shifter, all the linkage, everything. The guy I bought it from, really good deal. Really good guy, felt like I should go give him more. But it's cleaned up. We did have it running. I didn't take a video. I don't even know where the GoPro is at for stuff, or where I left off. I haven't intro or anything. So it was running. Maybe I'll insert a 4-second clip of it running. It runs, it doesn't run the greatest. It's been sitting for another 20 odd years or something. Where we left out on the car is I was making another patch. Don't really want to show it because I'm embarrassed of them, but it's the toe board, if I'm correct. Big gap, burning through a lot. But we're gonna get into it. We're just gonna start welding, finishing up the car. We also finished tacking the floor in. We still have to put the transmission hump in, but I'm gonna put the engine in first. For now, we're just gonna get on the toe boards and keep going. So sit back, relax, enjoy it. Alright, we're back once again. We got the patch. It's not the prettiest. It's kind of hard to get a grinder in the corner, but we did the good old light test. And there isn't any light. Well, I guess there is one little piece of light right there. But that toe board was not the funnest thing I've ever did. I don't like working around the whole front. But we did it. It's hard to get a camera in there to actually watch anything, so I just did it myself. So the other one, what we have to do next is the driver's side one, which is going to be probably worse because it's got the pedals in the way. I think with the driver's side one, I'll just go bigger patch. Maybe try to do it from the inside, that way I know the metal's good. The problem with this one is just car was so rusty that it's just hard to get some good metal. And me, I get a little over anxious and actually try to weld on them instead of just spotting sometimes, which it does work a little bit, not often. But now we've got to do this one, and then we'll weld the floor to the cowl as it goes. I honestly don't remember if this one even had any rust through. Oh yeah, it does. We got a little bit of rust. Not bad though, just that one piece, to be honest. I don't know if I should really mess with it if that's all there is. And why this was here and that, I was pushing the toe down because it's got such a little gap right there that I don't know why, but this part just bent up, and that one was a little bit too. That one though, I got the porta power in there, and there was something actually decent to hit on, and I can't get the porta power in here because it's just bending stuff. And I already tried, and it's just, there's nothing super solid here. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna get this side done, and honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna really mess with just that little piece of rust. It almost doesn't seem worth it. I thought it was way worse, but all we have to do is get the firewall to the floor, or cowl, or whatever you want to, I think it's firewall. And then I think we'll push the car outside and wash it. And then I'm just gonna do some fun stuff like make my own battery tray. A few fun things after all this shitty rust work. And then just got the normal rust left. Once the floors are done, it's the floors. And the floors includes all that little stuff that I really don't want to do. So let's get back at it, and then we'll show you the parts I have gotten and what we're gonna do, and how we're gonna go about it.